Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. For today's video, we are doing what if every NBA team's greatest all-time three-point shooter was brought back to the current NBA. So the reason I want to do this video is because three-point shooting has absolutely taken over the NBA over the past few seasons. I mean, talk about floor spacing and stretch fours and all that stuff out there. We got Stephen Curry that really did change the game with the three-point shot. So I thought this would be a lot of fun to do, guys. So we're going to go through each and every single one of these teams right here and see which teams are looking the best of the three-point specialists added. And we're going to do a simulation, talk about some bitch-ass stuff here, man. It's going to be all good. So let's go ahead and start checking out some of these rosters. So, I mean, you got Hale Greer on the Philadelphia 76ers. Honestly, don't know too much about him. 91 three-point shot. So, I mean, as of right now, JJ Redick is just as good as Hale Greer, looks like. Milwaukee Bucks, of course, you got Ray Allen. We are definitely going to see him a few times on this video. One of the greatest shooters to ever play the game. Not to mention, man, I'll probably say the prettiest, actual, release of all time. Chicago Bulls, we got Steve Kerr. Of course, he played a lot with Michael Jordan back in the day. You got Mark Price on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Boston Celtics, once again, with Ray Allen with that 99 three-point shot. Los Angeles Clippers with JJ Redick. Not a ton of great three-point shooters on the Clippers roster, but JJ Redick, of course, one of the best natural shooters of all time. Memphis Grizzlies, Mike Miller, actually I believe won Rookie of the Year on the Memphis Grizzlies. Atlanta Hawks, you got Kyle Korver, who played there for a few seasons. You got Miami Heat with Glenn Rice. Charlotte Hornets also with Glenn Rice. The Utah Jazz with Pistol Pete Maravich. Sacramento Kings, Peja Stojakovic, one of my favorite players to ever play the game of basketball. New York Knicks with Allen Houston. We got the Los Angeles Lakers with Jerry West. It's kind of crazy to think about that he's got a 96 three-point shot, because I believe when Jerry West was playing basketball, did they even have the three-point shot around back then? I really don't remember that. Orlando Magic with Dennis Scott. We got the Dallas Mavericks with Jason Terry. Also, I think Dirk Nowitzki is right up there too, but I think Jason Terry might be a point better. Brooklyn Nets, we got Drazen Petrovic. Now, he's one of the greatest guys to ever play. There's actually a really cool photo online of Stephen Curry as a child, kind of watching this man shoot the basketball, and there was a caption saying that's the moment Stephen Curry decided to be the greatest all-time three-point shooter. Denver Nuggets, we got Kiki Vanderway. Indiana Pacers, guys, this is my self-made Reggie Miller. Yes, guys, Reggie Miller is not in NBA 2K18, but I did make him myself. I think it was pretty good. I got him running the small forward position, so that way Victor Oladipo can stay at the shooting guard position. With the New Orleans Pelicans, once again, we got Peja Stojakovic, played a few seasons there. Detroit Pistons with Joe Dumars, one of the best 3-and-D players ever to play basketball. Toronto Raptors, Jose Calderon, had some really good seasons on the Toronto Raptors. Houston Rockets, we got Kenny the Jet Smith. San Antonio Spurs with Sean Elliott. Phoenix Suns, the man Steve Nash. And then we got, once again for the third time, Ray Allen on the OKC Thunder. Wally Serviak on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the Portland Trail Blazers with Kiki Vanderway. And Golden State Warriors with Chris Mullin. Probably the only player in this case that's not going to be able to start because of the lineup just being that damn dominant. Although I guess Kevin Durant at power forward and Chris Mullin at small forward could work. Washington Wizards, we do have Rex Chapman, and that's going to end that, guys. All right, man, so we are going to simulate a season, see how these guys do out there. I am actually going to focus on the Indiana Pacers because I'm really curious what type of stats my Reggie Miller puts up that I did make on this game. So let's go ahead and get going on this simulation. And I have a question for you guys, man, to start things off. Yo, what? I guess not, man. Yo, give me 1 second, guys. What the hell's, man? Okay, here we go. Simulate through date. All right, always have CPU adjust. All right, man. So, do you guys miss traditional style of basketball? I was saying at the beginning of this video about how small ball is kind of taken over, and the three-point shot, just the way they shoot threes now, has never been done before. I mean, teams used to be a lot more selective with their three-point shot. Now you got teams averaging 30, 40 three-point attempts a game and stuff like that. Do you kind of miss the whole traditional style of basketball with your power forward that didn't really shoot three-pointers, kind of posted up, might have a decent mid-range game? I miss post-up basketball. It's just I don't know, man. I had a lot of good memories just watching Tim Duncan posting up in his little bank shot and everything like that. Rasheed Wallace posting up and the whole palace going, "Sheed." I just miss that all so much. Yo, guys, give me 1 second, man. I can do all this bitch-ass, simulation stuff real quick. So another thing I didn't want to talk about, what are your guys' thoughts and opinions on the NBA adding a 4-point shot? You guys think that would be fun to watch, or do you think it would kind of be way too gimmicky out there? I'm trying to think about where they would put the 4-point line at, but I mean, you gotta think teams would utilize that, because talk about comebacks and stuff like that. I know personally for me, I am more of a like conservative when it comes to basketball, which is why I actually like, you know, like the post-up game and stuff like that too, that you just really don't see anymore. But like a 4-point shot, I do think that's kind of getting a little bit too crazy out there. But I mean, I'm sure like NBA teams, if you were actually like one of like my older subscribers and you were watching basketball before the 3-point line, let me know in the comment section below, like, was there a time where they were discussing adding the 3-point shot and people were just like, no man, that's way too gimmicky, because now it's like literally the most important aspect of basketball when it comes to offense. I mean, look at it, guys, like the teams that are successful in threes are the teams that typically do well in the NBA. I mean, I know it used to be I know they used to say like live by the 3, die by the 3, but now it's like you better be taking threes or you're just gonna die, man. Plain and simple out there, right? Also, another thing I was kind of noticing as we were going through some of the players right here is that like a lot of like role players are the good 3-point shooters. I mean, now in the NBA, of course, like I was saying, like Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Dirk Nowitzki back in the day, guys like that. I mean, you know, those were obviously like superstars that were good at threes. But I mean, like a lot of like the players on here that I was kind of recognizing, some of them were like good players, but not like the superstars you think about. So I don't know why, man. It just seems like, you know, when you look at traditional style of basketball, the 3-point shot was more like a role that you kind of serviced out there instead of it being like a big part of a superstar's game. It was just like another weapon out there that was utilized, you know, as to like a player just like posting up and stuff like that, or a player that plays defense. I mean, it seems like a lot of guys, they were just like, they were good at 3-pointers and that was it. That was their thing out there, right? Unless you're a bitch ass like me that can't shoot at all, then I was just bad at everything. But yeah, so here we go, man. We are at the end of the simulation. So we actually got the Pacers getting a record of 50-31. The Raptors with Kawhi Leonard and Jose Calderon, who I did put at shooting guard, at 50-23. Cavaliers balled out. The Milwaukee Bucks with Ray Allen being added alongside Giannis. Let's simulate through day here against this last game, and we'll look at like the overall standings. We still got Stephen Curry getting MVP, shooting 44% from 3. Reggie Miller, Rookie of the Year, at 24 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 46% from 3. So I think I actually did a pretty good job. They're making a realistic Reggie Miller. The rebounds and assists might be a little bit too high because I think he averaged more like 3 rebounds, 2 assists for his NBA career. But yeah, Reggie Miller was definitely a specialist when it came to shooting the basketball. Here is the All-NBA first team. So, you know, just current guys making that. All-NBA second, Pistol Pete on there, and All-NBA third. Surprisingly, no Jerry West. Like, where the hell is Jerry West at? All defensive second team. I mean, you got that going for him. But all right, so looking at the standings out there, I want to see which teams actually did dominate. So yeah, conference standings looking like that. These are the teams that made it and did not make it. My Detroit Pistons, 26-56. Sad times. And here is the Western Conference. I mean, yeah, you add on, you know, Ray Allen, who's one of the greatest catch-and-shoot players ever, alongside Russell Westbrook and Paul George. 63 wins sounds about right. And here is the rest of everything else. No idea how Jerry West and LeBron James don't make the playoffs. But hey, man, it's 2K, right? Don't blame me. Let's go ahead and look at league leaders. So scoring-wise, this is kind of what it's looking like. You know, we got Pistol Pete, second in the NBA at about 25 points per game. Kiki Vanderway at about 24 points. I know he was a scorer like that. Yo, let me check out his all-time stats, because I like know of the man right here. But yeah, look at his points per game through his. I guess he had some really good seasons. Yeah, he did have some good seasons. Oh my god, man. Yo, this dude was a baller. Shot 48%. How do you go from 12% to 48%? Like, how does that even happen? That don't make no sense at all, man. Damn, that's streaky as hell. Y'all gotta do some more research on that and get back to me on that, man. But yeah, here's the rest of this. I guess we'll also go ahead here and we'll go to see like who like the league leader in 3-pointers were. So 3-pointers made, Peja at 4 a game. Hell yeah, baby. And 3-point attempts, Peja. Damn, this dude's jacking up in the current NBA, man. And then a 3-point percentage, we got Rex Chapman of the Washington Wizards. I almost called it the John Walls for some reason, but it is his team. So yeah, Steve Nash doing his thing out there. Yo, what's Steve Nash's stats looking like? 18 points, 12 assists. Very nice, man. I want to see Steve Nash shoot about 30 times a game. But here we go. We do have playoffs. My predictions are, I mean, I'm going to go with the number 1 seeds. I'm going to say OKC versus Toronto Raptors, because the Raptors usually been killing it in simulation. So we got the Nuggets out of it. We got the Wizards gone. Boston Celtics gone, surprisingly. Atlanta Hawks gone. San Antonio Spurs, Pelicans, 76ers, Timberwolves. All right. Here we go. Next matchup, simulate current rounds. Pacers are gone. Rockets gone. Bucks gone. And the Suns are gone. So OKC Golden State versus Toronto Raptors and the Cleveland Cavaliers with Mark Price. Surprisingly there, man. Simulate current rounds. Cleveland gone. OKC gone. So the bitch-ass Warriors versus the Toronto Raptors. Same song and dance, man. Pretty much how the simulations have been the past few weeks in 2K. Simulate current rounds. So yeah, you add the 3-point shooting, and at the end of the day, man, super team's still going to win out there. Stephen Curry, your finals MVP, but I will say, he was a good poster child for this video, although he only shot 33% from 3 in those NBA finals, so kind of surprised by that. Let's check out these playoff stats just real quick here. And yeah, these are some of the top scorers in the playoffs. Do y'all think Trae Young's going to be a good 3-point shooter? I think he's going to be very streaky at times. Like, I think he's going to have those really good games, but I also think he's going to have games where it's just like, yo, man, quit shooting the basketball. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hope you guys all did enjoy this video. This is actually a lot of fun to make. I love doing, like, these historical kind of bringing back legend type of videos just because, like, it's just fun seeing how some of these guys kind of operate in today's times. But yeah, man, be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Until next time, my friends,